go. I don't do it for the shirts, the likes, the fame, the hype. They can change overnight. Hoping that brand that I say something right, that'll touch your soul and convert your life. I do it for my seed to come. Albert, I will be done. I do it for the kingdom to come, knowing this war is already won. I do it for the enemy, disrespect, putting prayers all across his neck. Let me tell you.
Good
Lord,
morning, good morning.
good morning.
Welcome back. Man,
What's up with it this morning? Yeah, hold on. Let me catch up a little bit. Let me catch up a little bit. But I'm here though. I'm here. Good morning. How are you this morning?
whew, I'm so glad I made it. That's
Hey,
how I'm feeling on this morning. I'm so glad I made it.
period.
Hmm.
Period. You better be glad you made it because somebody ain't gonna make it.
Man,
Hey,
for real,
real
for
talk.
real. No, for real, today's somebody's last day. So
Hey,
let that sink in.
well,
Today
we
is somebody's last day. Mm,
last night because they ain't even making it to today. So, Lord, we thank you.
man, for real.
Thank you for real, for real, for real. Okay. So, come on, take us into it.
Well, y'all see in the title up there what makes you compatible in a relationship. I'm sorry, I was trying to charge my stuff. But yeah, it says what makes you compatible in a relationship. When I first read that, it just made me think it just made me think like equally yoked, like one accord is. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Because when you speak of compatibility, you talking about something that can fit together.
yeah,
Compatible. Because you know what? I thought about this. Uh, even with cars. You know what I'm saying? When you have things on them that need to be fixed, and sometimes how you can't find the exact model,
yeah,
that piece, they also do have pieces that might not be the original piece that came off the car, but it is compatible. It,
yeah, meaning it can still be used. It's still able to. No, that makes sense.
it can
Yeah,
be put on the car and function
right,
on the car without problems. You know what I'm saying? Because some pieces you put on a car, if it's not compatible, first of all, it's not gonna work.
right.
It ain't gonna work. Good morning. Good morning. First of all, it ain't gonna work.
Mhm.
And then second of all, yeah, hold on. I said compatibility has to do with something being able, whether you can interchange it and it's able to cohesively fit on there and work
Right,
as well. Like I said, with core pieces, people you when you're working on their cars and sometimes depending on especially older cars, you can't find the
the
piece
original
that
pieces.
the piece
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that goes on it, but they go in that system and they're like, but you know what? We got another piece that's compatible with
Right,
this piece. But with the same year cars. You know what I'm saying? You might have
right.
a '05 Cutlass, we some hypothetically Cutlass Sierra. And then guess what? They might not be able to find the '05 Cutlass Sierra there with the exact piece, but they might have a '04, '03 Cutlass Sierra that
It's
also is
compatible.
compatible with an '05 Cutlass Sierra, and the piece can go on there too as well. So
Right,
when we speak compatibility, it has to do with um uh being able to fit cohesively
right.
without. But I'm gonna define it because I looked up the compatibility, and
Definition.
I want to say it because it's another part on there. Because a lot of times in this world, when you speak of compatibility, people think they are compatible for all the wrong reasons and all the wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
So we gonna define compatibility in its right perspective and aspect,
Right,
so we can use it in its right context,
right,
right?
right.
Right context, not in the context you think. that makes you compatible. We're going to define it in its right context. So from this point on, we can look at compatibility
in
in
its
the
true
right,
form.
in its
Yeah,
true form, true essence,
yeah.
right? So the definition of compatibility is a state in which two things are able to exist or
Okay.
occur together. Now, this is the key, without problems or conflict.
Mm.
That is the key right there. So
Without
compatibility
problems or conflict. Right.
without problems or conflict, a state in which two things are able to exist or occur together without problems or conflict. Like I said, if you got that core where you can't find that exact piece on that
Mm-hmm.
core, you can go get another piece that is compatible
Right.
with the core. It might not be the original, but it's compatible with the core. And guess what? It
No.
can go on the core and work without problem
Or
or
conflict.
conflict.
Mm.
That's the key right there. Because if you put the wrong piece on the vehicle that's not compatible with it, it's gonna cause you problems.
Right.
Meaning that the car may not work, it may not run right. You know what I'm saying? Even with and I just keep taking me back to a car with a spark plugs, right?
Mm.
You could put a spark plug on a car,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't have it gapped at the compatible gap
Yeah.
that needs to be gapped,
Yeah.
it may distort the car. The
Yeah.
car may run, but it may be misfire,
Yeah.
meaning
Something
that
can
you
happen.
may be
Some
causing the car to run abnormal because the gapping on the spark plug is not compatible.
right.
It fits on there,
Right.
but it's not compatible.
Not compatible.
So
Right.
it's not able to exist on the core without causing the core problems.
Right.
So
I like
okay, so
it. It may fit, but just because it fit, don't mean it's compatible.
don't mean
Hey,
it's compatible.
it made me think. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's a picture on Facebook, and it was like a picture. I think it was like oranges or something. It was a picture like a group of like fruit, I think, and then they had placed something else that was the same size of the fruit, and then basically the post was saying just because it fit, don't mean it belongs. So
Don't mean
yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
There you come on. There
yeah,
you go. So that's how compatibility works. It not only is able to go on or exist and occur with something, it gotta be able to do it without causing problems or conflict. So just cause I put that spark plug on there, and it could be the spark plug for the car. If you do not properly gap the spark
right,
plug, guess what? You're gonna have problems
right,
and conflict. Meaning that just cause it fit, if it's not gapped correctly, it's gonna cause your car. Now you wondering why your car running rough. The car running though. It's running.
mm.
It's just
But
running rough.
right, meaning it's running with a problem or in the
There
conflict.
you go. You know,
Yeah,
and then it will cause problems to where you wondering why your car won't stay started. Sometimes it makes your car not stay started.
mm. Yeah, some
He said,
problems.
so what's those things? What you talking about, Son of John? What's those things? You talking about spark plug? Is that what you talking about? Well, just put it in the comment, let me know. So when we speaking of compatibility from this point forward, we're speaking of it in the essence of it has to be compatible. What makes a relationship compatible?
Mm.
But
Mm.
two things can come together without problem
Or
or conflict.
yeah,
It gotta be
yeah,
both of those in there. It's just not about two things existing or occurring together.
yeah. And it
But
made me
in
think.
today's, go ahead, say.
And it made me think too, like, in order for something, since we speaking on a since speaking on a relationship aspect, I was saying like compatibility sounds like it's not something that's forced. It sounds like something that smoothly goes together. Like how people try to
Smoothly,
force, yeah, but how people,
smoothly. It's just like two things coming together and intertwining smoothly.
Yeah.
Not force. You can't force it on there because think about trying to force a piece
Mm. Right.
onto something. You're
Right.
gonna most likely break it or break something. If you don't break the piece, you're gonna break something because guess what? Or it's gonna cause more damage. Because
Right.
guess what? You're trying to force
Definitely.
something in a place that does not smoothly transition into that spot or that place and
Right.
intertwines together and meaning that it can run off each other smooth. It make me think too about them gears, them grind like the gear, not the grinding gears, but them gears. And when they be inside clocks, you can find them inside of other things where you put one of the gears right here and they be having them little ridges in it. But then
Mm.
guess what? You got to put another gear right here. But the gear that you put right here, it connects and have to sit inside the other gear
Mm-hmm.
smoothly
Mm-hmm.
without problems. So when one turn, it makes the other one turn. And it
Right.
should make it turn without no problem or
No
conflict. So
conflict.
from this point forward, we're going to look at compatibility in the essence of its right context. So what makes you compatible in a relationship? It got to be able to go together without problem and conflict because
Right.
that makes something compatible.
Right.
And most people view compatibility from the wrong perspective and wrong lenses to me. What you think, Tay? What you think? I think they do.
Yeah, I think people just run with like the first part of the definition. Like if we together, then that means we're compatible. Like they don't really dive deep into the essence of compatibility, really means. Or they'll like, or if they is, speaking from a relationship aspect, if it is going smoothly or appears to be going smoothly in the beginning, they'll think they compatible, but then they miss out, the small things that's really, causing the problem and the conflict, and it's not really,
I wouldn't
like,
say they miss out on it. Sometimes they just don't even wanna. They see it, but don't think it's a big issue.
yeah, like going back to the last week topic about, parents versus your spouse.
Mhm.
At first that relationship may think that they're compatible, but when a situation occurs like that situation that we was talking about last week, and it really find out that y'all wasn't compatible
It wasn't
because
compatible.
yeah,
Now, what you
because
saying?
y'all views were different.
There
That's
you
what it
go.
made me think too.
There
Y'all
you
views were different. Y'all wasn't all the way in one accord. Because it made me think about one accordness. So it's like if there's no one accordness in every aspect, then you're not fully compatible.
There you go. And evenly yoked. I like how you said that
Yeah,
evenly. It got to be evenly yoked because a
right,
lot of things yoke itself together, but it's not evenly. And a lot of people live in the realm of a state in which two things are able to exist or occur together. You
right,
have a lot of people that are in relationships that are able to exist and occur together, and they stop right there.
right,
They feel like, oh, we're compatible because we could exist and occur together.
right,
But that's not the full essence of compatibility.
right.
So, and when I thought about this topic, it took me back to uh how people deem or view that they are compatible. You got people that feel they are compatible and come together with each other off of trauma bonds.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both have faced trauma, they both have
Mm-hmm.
faced problems. So they feel like, oh, we're compatible because you can relate to where I come from.
Yeah,
I've seen two people. This is where it's not funny. I don't even know why I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious because this happens. I've seen two people where when I sat down and talked to one of the people, now I'm looking and I'm like, them being together it was really odd and weird to me.
Mm,
And it wasn't because one was night and one was day. It was just the essence, it was the dynamic of their relationship. But yet they cleave and they hold on to each other and they stay with each other. And as I talked to one of the people from the relationship and I listened to them, you
mm-hmm,
know, they they priorly knew each other. But then they came back together and they got together because they both in this essence and time in life when they connected back together, they both had trauma going on.
mm.
And one person, but they wasn't suffering from the same trauma, but nevertheless, both of them were suffering from trauma.
Right.
And one was dealing with this point of trauma in their life, and the other one was dealing with this point of trauma in their life. Because I'm just asking
Right.
questions to the person because I'm looking and I'm just like, nah, this not working. On looking at their relationship
Yeah.
from the essence of the day that I was looking at the relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, this is weird. This is, and then not only that, it was toxic.
Mm.
It was
Right.
toxic. And that is another thing that happens when you base compatibility off the wrong thing.
Yeah. Based
And
off relatability, yeah, that's what we see a
yeah,
lot in today's day.
yeah. And
Yeah.
a lot of people on today does that. Do
Yeah.
that.
They do.
They relate compatibility off the wrong thing. So with this person I'm speaking with, they deem them and that other person to be compatible because they both connected back with each other in the time they had trauma in their life.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah. It's
convenient. But the compatibility wasn't strong enough because as time went on, it was a whole lot of chaotic mess. And this person was constantly angry with the other person, upset with the other person were doing. They were causing, they couldn't, come on, Lord, they couldn't coexist and occur together without problems and conflict.
mm. So it
So
wasn't
really, they were not
compatible.
compatible.
Right.
And this is where God showed me you have people that feel that they are compatible off of trauma bonds where they connect with each other and they be like, I'm gonna use for a prime example. They feel like they compatible because you sit down and you have a conversation with the person and they like, you know what, my mama was on drugs too. And they like, for real, my mama was on drugs too. And then they base and then it's like, oh, you know what, we grew up without no food, no this
Mm-hmm.
and that. We suffer. I remember days we were hungry. And they was like,
Mm-hmm.
what, you been through that? I know about that too.
Right.
And they take those shallow things of
Mm-hmm.
experiences that they've
Yeah.
been through and
And they
they deem
use it as a
themselves
base.
that.
Yeah, they put it as a base or a foundation in which
Yeah,
their relationship stands. But
yes, but
yeah,
the foundation is weak
yeah,
because as time go on, they'll soon find out we're not compatible at all. We
right,
just had a lot of experiences of the same that we could relate.
yeah. Similarities,
There
right.
you go, similarity.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I'm saying this because you have people who base compatibility off of that.
right. Yeah,
Off of
yeah,
simple things like that. But how many people in the world that had parents that was on drugs?
right. So you're
How many
compatible
people?
with every one of them?
Right,
Right,
right, right. You know what I'm saying? How many people have grown up in bad environments
right. With
or
poverty,
environments
shit.
where they
Yeah,
lack? How many? You know what I'm saying?
countless. Yeah,
Countless, like
yeah,
you said, countless people. So am I
yeah.
compatible with all those people?
Right. Nah,
Do
nah.
do that mean that we could exist together and occur without problems
Problems or
or
conflict.
conflict?
And
No, it
then
does.
too, and then too, because as well, like, yeah, we may have trauma bound, but it just came to me like character reveals everything. Like, yeah, you made a grew up like this, but what do that have to do with your character? And that's what really makes you compatible with one another. Like living in the same household with one person, you might got one person who's a cleaner, who's an organizer, who really take the time to clean. And you got another person who may not be as cleaning and organizing, but yeah, y'all coexisted with one another because y'all living with each other. But because y'all got two different views and two different perspectives, y'all not compatible.
Characters, we cannot coexist together without problem and
Or
conflict.
and
You
conflict.
go, you hit it on the nail on the head. Then now we're getting into compatibility. Compatibility boils down to character. It
Yeah,
boils down to views and how we live. How can we
yeah,
live with
together.
one another
Yeah,
without problems or conflict? Can
right.
we do that? And then it take me to something else because you got people. I've talked to people and people be like, they think that they compatible with a man or a woman because guess what? We both make money. We both hustlers. We both love our parents. We both, and you got all these things that y'all both do, and you feel
Hmm.
like I got money, he got money. She got money, I got money. And
Right.
we sit off of that, but that still don't make you compatible.
Compatible, right.
Y'all just two people that know how to grind, two people that know how to make money, two people that love your parents, but it does not mean that you're compatible. Because
Right.
now that's just the beginning of finding out that we have similar interests. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We have similar interests. Now, when you dive into the neck of compatibility to see if you are compatible, okay, yes, both of you all make money. Okay. But now let's dive deeper into it. What do you both do with your money? Because one person makes money, but they're frivolous with their money.
Right.
They spend it all willy nilly. They have no regard for it, none of that. And then you have the other person that makes money and they're frugal with their money. Meaning they watch their money. They just don't
Mm-hmm.
spend it on any and everything. And whatever that they just see to spend it on, they make their money count in the
Right.
sense of, my money more than me, I use it to invest in
Right.
investments. Where you make money too as well, but you have no regard for money. You
Right.
just obviously spend it how you spend it. Now, do you think those two people do you think now still at this point that they're compatible with just the essence of money? No, they're not.
Yeah, no, they not at
They're
all.
not compatible because guess what? These two people are not going to be able to exist
No, for
together
real. For
without
real.
problems and conflict. Right
For
there,
real.
the fact that we view money different
Definitely.
is a
Right.
conflict of interest.
Right. No, it is for real.
It
Cause
is.
in a relationship, it's gonna bring up arguments. Cause
Are you
one person trying to save and you trying to spend.
every
It's gonna create conflict
right?
and
So right
problems.
now, we ain't compatible in the essence of finances because guess what? You don't deem money like I deem money. I don't deem money like you
Like
deem
you
money.
think
So
money,
guess
right?
what? We're not compatible financially. And guess what? That's a big one in relationship finances.
Yes. Yeah.
Because guess what? One of them is trying to make sure that we building for our future and building an empire. And then the other one,
Mm,
you gonna take us to the poorhouse.
mm. No,
So
for
can
real.
these people be compatible together? No, they cannot. Because with the finances, now we finna have conflict and
Mm-hmm.
problems. And it's gonna be a major argument. And then guess what? Now we got problems. I don't trust you with my money. You do too much with money. Because now our perspectives is different. So
Right.
we're not
Mm.
compatible. Now, even down to the fact that you might got two people that's together now. Okay, we didn't got with the money. We understand we ain't compatible. But then you think you compatible because, well, okay, let's move on to you love your parents, I love my parents. Okay, that's just the beginning of it. We have an interest.
Right,
We
similar
both love
interests.
our parents. But now
Mm-hmm.
let's dive into it deeper to see if we're compatible. Because guess what? You may love your parents in the essence of like you let your parents cross boundaries in our house and you think
Mm-hmm.
that this is right because I love my mama. My mama should be able to do this. I love my mama. But your mom, she comes in, she disrespects your house, you know, she do all these things and
Mm-hmm.
everything else. And then the other person mom that comes in, they mom come in and guess what? She's more respectful.
Right.
She respects your home and acknowledge that this is your home and she doesn't have a right to come into your home
And
and
do
just
as
do
she
whatever.
please.
Now,
Yeah.
are we still compatible? No,
Mm-mm.
we're not compatible anymore.
Right. Especially, yeah. Yeah. Like, cause like what you were saying last week, like if you do that, when you say you're gonna leave, when you just like you're gonna leave them,
Right,
you like
right.
you're gonna make,
I'm not
yeah.
arguing with you about your mom and you think it's okay for your mom. Yeah, I know you love your mom, but some people deem loving their mom as
Yeah,
letting them
they
come
feel
in and
wrong.
cross boundaries.
Even that perspective of love
Yeah,
is not compatible because
yeah,
people got a different perspective of what love means as well.
you
So
go.
yeah,
There you
yeah,
go. So guess what? We're not compatible
mm,
because we're not going to, yes, we are two people that have the same interests. We both love our parent. But now we want to dig into, are we compatible? No,
yeah,
we're not compatible because you think it's all right for your mama to come in here and she could do whatever and you deem it as, I love my mom. I mean, what I'm supposed to say?
yeah,
Mom, that's my mom. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And you have people that think like this and feel
yeah,
like this. And then the other person like, no. No, 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 no. I'm not going for that.
yeah.
Yes, that's your mom, but there still should be boundaries. Your
Right,
mom should not be able to come in our house and just do whatever because that's your mom. You know what I'm saying? But do that
right,
person that feel like that, do that mean that they don't love their mom? No,
right,
love my mom. But my
right,
mom also understands that this is our home.
right.
This is me,
Boundaries.
my husband home. So my mom respects the fact that she can't come in our home and just do as she
If she
please,
please,
touching our
yeah.
things how she feels she want to touch our things and doing whatever. So now are we still compatible? So when you look at compatibility, it has to be two things that can occur without problems or
Or
conflict.
conflict.
Now we're compatible because, like you said, evenly yoked. Evenly means right there. You're not above
Mm-hmm.
me. I'm not below. I'm not
Right.
above you. We're even. We're on the same plateau, the same
Mm.
playing field.
Yeah, the same.
We got the
Yeah,
same views, the same characteristics.
that's rare to find. Now thinking about it, that's rare to find because not everybody think like you. Not everybody, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
But they don't. Not everybody do think like you. And you know, you got a generation of people, and I mean from adults to kids, that
yeah,
run around and they are connecting and hooking up with people and deeming it compatible just because you had a parent that was a drug addict like I had a parent that
right.
was a drug addict. You grew up lacking like I grew up lacking. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You cute and I'm cute. People base compatibility off of small things.
even in it, my
Go,
bad.
go ahead, Tay.
I was gonna say even when it comes to like people in the churches who be dating, well, like how females be like, "Oh, I want a godly man," or how men be like, "I want a godly woman," and then they think just because a man or a woman they say Jesus and stuff that they make them godly, that they make them compatible just because they go to church. But but being compatible means like, well, how do they know how
How
do
do
they
we
serve
serve
God?
people? Do we
Yeah,
serve the same? Because
right,
people don't serve God the same. And
right,
this is where, I mean, and we know this because this is where you can even take a scripture
mm,
and give that man and woman the same scripture. Now, don't get me wrong, scripture,
mm,
God has a way of pulling many
right.
different views out of
Meanings,
his
yeah,
scripture, but
yeah.
at the end of it, it should be in its proper context,
Right,
right?
right.
So you can take that scripture, you can show it to that man, and then you can take that scripture and show it to that woman and say, well, read this and then tell me, what do
Okay.
that mean to you? What is the understanding you got from that?
Right.
I have two people come back with two different answers, two totally different answers. And right there, there's a conflict and there's a problem. No, seriously, because
Yeah,
they're going to be trying to convince them that the way that they see it,
it's right.
and for real, both of them could be taking them out of context. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what's gonna happen is, and come on, Lord. That's why you have so many churches today, and you
Mm-hmm.
got Baptist and Pentecostal, and they
Mm-hmm.
all got different views. And right there, but they are believers of the word, right? We all believe it through
Yeah.
Christ, but yet they can't come together and be
Yeah.
equally
Equally
yoked
yoked.
because you believe in the gifts and I don't believe in the gifts.
Right.
You believe that you supposed to be baptized. I don't believe we supposed to be baptized.
Mm-hmm.
That was done away with. That's old. You don't gotta do that anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a burial right there that will cause the churches from coming together in oneness and in unity
Yeah.
because you got this different view and
View.
perspective
Yeah.
of what the word really supposed to say and what we really supposed to be doing. So guess what?
Right.
We are no longer compatible.
Compatible. Yeah.
Not compatible. Guess what? You got so many relationships with people now, or it's going to eventually lead to division.
Yeah. And that's why Christ said too, one body, one church, one mind. The same mind
One
that's in him.
mind. That's
Yeah.
important. That's compatibility.
Ability. Yeah.
One mind, meaning we
Yeah.
on the same
Same.
wavelength.
We think the same thing. We got the same views. Yeah.
Right. Even if you separated us, and you gave us the same thing, you would think that we were right there, one person, one body,
Mm.
and one mind, because we're gonna do the exact same
Same
thing.
thing.
We're gonna
Yeah.
answer, we're gonna address it, and we're gonna play it out the exact same way.
Same way.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we of one mind and we are compatible.
Right.
We are compatible. So when you get into compatibility, I just think in relationships, I think it's something that people need to stop basing on the shallow things and
Yes.
thinking and saying, oh, did I know this person is for me? And I know this the person I need to be with just because, we both drive beautiful cars. We
Yeah.
both have big houses.
And then too, I think too, it comes from like an emotional state as
Yeah,
well. They don't make them think clearly. Like you
yeah,
may be too caught up, like, oh, she really, really beautiful, or he really, really handsome, and then, like you say, then they find out that they got things, similar interests, things in common. So now they thinking that they compatible with one another. But then it's like when they
they
relationship.
do.
Yeah, but when their relationship go through a fire, test the trial and approve stage, then they find out they're not really compatible. Then they find out they got different, views of
Yeah,
perception.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's so shallow. Just because y'all both are fine and cute, we know. But people base relationships up. They base they picking and they
Right,
choosing of the people that they be in relationships with off of things like that.
right,
We'll look good together, girl. We'll make some beautiful kids. What?
right,
What? Yeah, y'all did that, but the whole time y'all was in a relationship, 75% of it you arguing because y'all ain't compatible. Y'all
right.
don't and deem things the same. Y'all views are not the same.
And then
But
too,
yeah,
it's like,
you cute. Y'all look good together on that picture.
yeah,
Right after y'all got done arguing.
arguing,
Yeah,
yeah.
your kids is beautiful. But
The
you finna
picture
raise them
is,
in a dysfunctional toxic house because
yeah,
y'all really are not compatible and y'all lifestyles or in y'all views of life is really different.
yeah,
So we have to go into a deeper essence of compatibility
yes.
and stop basing it off shallow things. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And it made me think, right? Because when I was thinking about this topic, right? I was married for 12 years, right? And you got, I don't even, Lord, should I even go down and say that? Okay. You got people, okay, thank you, Lord, to word it like this, okay. You got people that are in relationships, right?
mm-hmm.
Right now, and they just cannot figure out they with somebody, a man or a woman, but this man and woman continues to cheat on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Continue to cheat on them, continue to step out on them, continue to do all these things on them, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
person being cheated on or stepped out on, they can't figure it out. They're like, why are they doing me like this, right? They like, it could be a man. He like, I lead, I provide for my family,
Mm-hmm.
I work with my family, I respect my family, I protect my family, I cultivate my family. He's honestly doing manly things, right?
Right. Right.
Right. But he with this woman, he just can't figure out like why is she continuing to go and sleep around with men, right? Because
Right.
he's looking at it like I'm catch 22. Like, come on, I'm the dude. You know,
Right.
yeah, I'm doing what most men won't do. I'm a good man.
Right. He ain't none in his business. Yeah.
He honestly may be a good man, right?
Right.
Can't figure out why his girl keeps stepping out on him. Why do she keep doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this because our God gave me a revelation about this. Seriously. And you would think because that this man is all this and that and the third, he's catch 22. You would think that the woman he be with would be all over him with
Yeah.
love him because you being a stand-up guy, you being a
Mm.
man, right?
Mm.
But the reason you see what you deem to be a good dude and make you compatible to be with, she don't see that because it's
Yeah.
all about her interest.
Yeah.
See, if
Yo,
she
when I
okay,
seen it, I seen.
if you got a good man and he catch 22, he doing all these things, you would think like, man, she'll hold on, right? But if
Mm-hmm.
she's not a stand-up woman, right?
Right.
She's a broken woman, right? If she deems that she want a man that's easy to run over,
Mm-hmm.
then guess what? She's gonna continue to step out because you're not compatible with her.
Right. Right.
Compatibility also, and this is for people who you with somebody, you handling your business, you crossing all your t's, dotting your i's, you standing on business, you hear me?
Right.
You that dude, you that girl, you handling your that woman, you handling your business, but you with
Mm-hmm.
somebody that you just can't figure out why is it that I'm a catch. I
Right.
do thing, a woman could be like, I cook, I clean, I take her as kid, I make sure he got a meal, I make sure he did, whatever.
Right. I
Take her
stand
of
up
his
there.
home, did stand up woman. But you can't understand why this man keeps cheating on you and stepping out on you. You know
Right.
why? Because you're not compatible with him. Because compatibility for most people comes from a place of what they deem to be important to them.
Mm. And I
I
like
hope
that you. I like that you say, and it made me think too as well. That compatibility don't occur if it's right or wrong. It's a principle. Like I
that
don't know, just hearing you say that, and when speaking on how you may be a catch 22 stand up guy, but if your woman don't value that, if your woman don't
you
have
don't value a catch 22 stand up guy. And if you're a
yeah,
man that challenges her to
mm,
become better and do better, and you
yeah,
wondering why she going over here to sleep with this man who ain't doing nowhere near what you're
have
doing,
what you doing,
and you perplexed, and you just like, oh my God, I don't get it. Like, why
right,
you he don't got no job, he don't know, but guess what? She deemed him compatible with her. He's like-minded with her
mm-hmm,
because she wants a weak man. She
right,
don't want no man that'll stand up and tell her no.
right,
So compatibility also for a lot of people in some essences boil down to what works for them. We'll say what
mm-hmm,
works for them. What is cohesive with them? Because guess what? It don't matter, like you said, if it's right or wrong. It's what's cohesive for
right,
them. Because guess what? I don't care you a good dude. I don't care that. I mean, it's good, it's honorable, and it's phenomenal.
right.
But in this essence, what does that matter?
You
When
don't.
you got a woman that is looking for a man she could run over,
Yeah.
do whatever for. And if
And
that
it's like now it's in vain. Like
right,
even if it's a lie.
right, he
Yeah.
took the bill. Cause he don't say nothing to her. He let her do what she want. He don't require anything from her. So guess what? In her little finite mind
Mm-hmm.
and little way of thinking, that man is compatible with her, with what she need at that point. And what
Right.
she need is a weak man. Now, what she deemed that will be suitable for her
For
is
her.
a weak man. Because really, what she really need is a man that is suitable, that will elevate her and take her. But she not gonna pick that.
Right.
And all
She
your
don't pick with what she think is compatible with her.
and what
Yeah.
is it's compatible with her mindset. It's
Right.
compatible with her way of thinking.
And her
So I
character. Yeah.
that compatibility
It
for people,
complements.
yes, is all about their mindset. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to encourage whoever out there, and if you to hear this on a later time, or whether you listening now, and you in a situation like that, where you with somebody, and you know you handling your business, and you doing what it is that you supposed to be doing, but you got somebody that's going out, stepping out, doing it. Don't keep trying to figure it out.
Don't try to force it.
Don't right, no.
Yeah.
No, no, don't force it. You know why they're doing that? I'm gonna tell you why. Because in the finite mind, you're not compatible with them.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What if how what if you what if you see potential in a person, you think a person should like be patient or wait on that person if they see potential, or what's your view on that? Because a lot of people be like, a lot of people wait on potential. They'll see potential in their spouse or their partner, and then they'll stay in their non-compatible area, thinking that one day they'll be compatible with one another.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with potential. Potential is just that until it evolves.
Mm,
It's just potential. So I deem potential as we could have potentially had a good thing. But is that
mm.
the reality? Will we have a good thing? No. No. You have the potential to be a good thing.
So
I
we have the potential to become compatible.
Yeah, yes, we do. But if we're standing in reality and addressing reality, are
Hmm.
we compatible? Now,
Right.
no, we're not.
I
So
mean,
guess what? We're still finna coexist together with
the
problem
problems and conflicts. Yeah.
until you become that. You have to become that.
Mm.
Potential mean is there. It's there. It
I
has
see.
the
Yeah.
possibility
Yeah.
to be that. To be. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It has the
But
possibility
ability. Right.
to be that.
Right. It
But
could work.
in
Yeah.
reality, are you that? No, you're not.
Mm.
So you're not compatible with me because I'm already that.
Oh. Okay.
So
Okay.
no,
I get you.
no, you're not compatible with me. You're not compatible with me. But I see that we could have been. We could have been. I've been in relationships like that where they had potential and we could have been.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of the matter is that they wasn't. So look at us today. We never was. So
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Potential is not enough. Potential just means that you have the ability, but are you there? No, you're not. You need to evolve and become.
Right.
And then if you become what I'm already is,
Right. Then we
then guess
become
what? We
compatible.
are now even.
Compatible. Yeah. Equally yoked.
We could occur and exist together without
Right.
problem or conflict. That's the key to compatibility. You gotta be able to not only come together and coexist together. You got people in jail cells that are not compatible, but yet they coexist together, but they fighting every night. It's always a problem. The
Right.
CEO always got to be in their jail cell room.
Right.
Right, right. They always got to be there, but they can coexist together. Coexisting is not enough.
Right.
That's not enough. That just means we could coexist. That's it.
Right.
But
True.
now if we get into the details. We fighting every night. I'm ready to kill you. You trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no peace there.
Right. Just conflict and problem.
Conflict.
Yeah.
Problems. There you go. You got to be able to coexist without conflict and problem. And I mean, it goes. This principle goes abroad for businesses, people
Yeah.
that you work with. You know what I'm saying? It goes abroad. Family member. I don't care who they are. I've seen family members move together. They thought it was a compatible idea for them to move in with each other.
Yeah, they saw potential.
They saw potential, and they saw
Right.
the potential of how we can help them both.
Right.
You know, this will help us. It will help you
Mm-hmm.
save some money. It will help me save some money. It'll help us to get ahead. We can stack money fast, and eventually we'll get our own
Right.
and move in with each other. And
Reality.
find out that we're not compatible at all. We
Yeah.
just found out we had the same interests. We both needed a roommate. We both needed to be put in a position where we could save and make money. But we find out we still can't coexist together without problem and conflict because you nasty, you a slob, you don't
Mm-hmm.
clean up, and then this person can't do all of that. They can't do the slob behavior and the nastiness, and now we coexisting in this house, and now you calling all your relatives, both of y'all calling different relatives and talking about each other, and you constantly mad, and then not only that, you think it's cool to invite everybody over to our house, you know what I'm saying? And the other person lives a more quiet life and they don't believe in everybody being in their house and all of this. But guess what though? Was the interest enough?
Right. Y'all,
It,
y'all,
no, it wasn't
right.
enough,
And it
you
made
know.
me think too, like, before we make decisions to do your homework, and then it just made me think why dating, when you dating, you should ask people, well, our generation should be asking better questions, like,
Yeah.
hey, not just what's your favorite color, what's your zodiac,
That stuff.
green,
And then they
yeah.
be compatible. What a Leo go with an Aquarius? Oh, we compatible because the sun, moon, and the stars told us so. No, 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 no. Because guess
Yeah.
what? Every Leo ain't the same.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Exactly.
Aquarius is not the same.
Yeah.
You know, because there's and compatibility is a process.
Yeah.
It's a process. Like I said, going back to that piece on that car. Do you peep like when you go, they tell you if they don't have the exact model and piece of that car, they'll be like, but you know what? There is another piece that's compatible. You think they just saying that to say that it's compatible? No, they
They
prove it,
try. Yeah.
tried it, they
Yeah.
tested it.
Right.
So that's why in relationships, you need to do a deeper, like you said, research. Try.
Yeah. Do your
And
homework.
then also, a big thing in finding out if you're compatible with somebody is to understand yourself. Know what you are looking for. What fits
Mm,
with you. I'm talking about before you even go into all that dating. Find you out.
mm,
Find out who you. A lot of people are in such bad relationships and stuck in them because they don't know who they is, and you keep on doing the same thing, and you keep on doing the same thing. You gotta first find out who you are. How you gonna know if something is compatible with you if you don't even know who you are? You don't even know yourself. That means you are deemed anything that has the same interests as you
compatible.
compatible with you, and you will continue to do that.
Mm,
You know, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been there. I've
that's
been there,
deep.
I've done it. But on today's day, I don't play. I know who I am. I know what I need.
Right.
I know what I need.
Right.
So when it comes to dating a man, it don't take me long to find out
It's,
we compatible.
yeah. Yeah. If they compliment your needs. Yeah.
Or even if I compliment theirs.
Right.
It go both ways.
Right. Oh,
You
that
know what I'm
makes
saying? But
sense.
I know who I am. I know what I need for my life and the things that I need that to suit my life. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take me years and years and years to find out you're not it. It don't even take me long. I listen to a conversation and start determining, nah. I start, nah, this not going in the right direction. No, I'm not compatible with you.
And and that's crazy though. They do be taking like couples 13 years, 14. They be married for like decades and then get a divorce and like we wasn't compatible.
I mean,
But like,
some people grow apart into an incompatible stage.
mm,
And this is why I say you really need to know you. I don't look at a man for how he can compliment my right now. I look at a man for how can you compliment my future? Will you? Are you capable? Are you able of
are they
complimenting my
consistent? Yeah,
future? Not
yeah,
just my right now.
yeah, but
Because
consistently.
even with sex,
Mm-hmm.
people think that sex make people compatible. What?
Yeah, no, that's shadow right there.
But people do it though. And thinking, oh, I'm telling you, the little feeble things, weak things that people deem themselves to be compatible with someone.
It's a lie.
It's
Yeah,
a lie. It really is a lie. Um I don't care about good sex.
right.
And you might have that and then beat me over the top of my head.
For
You're not
real.
compatible with me because I already know I ain't going for that. No, real talk, what you see
Nah,
what I'm
for
saying? So
real. For
even
real. And
though
people
even
be,
though the sexual part may be good,
yeah, yeah.
but then
But
you
the
finna turn around
emotional,
and beat me over my head and then you sleep with, oh no, baby. I'm telling you, the best way to learn what is compatible with you is to first learn and understand yourself. And most people don't. Most
mm,
people really don't learn and understand themselves, and they only look for what suits and is pleasurable for their right now. For
mm,
the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in a place that I'm looking and listening very intently to see if you fit my down the road. But I had to first learn me.
and
I had
that
to
just
first
makes perfect
understand myself.
sense. Yeah, and then I mean, that just make perfect sense right there. To
Yeah,
know you, yeah, to
yeah.
know
I know what kind of man that I could
switch.
go with and go for and what I can't. And like I said, I don't have to sit around him months, days, and years. I just listens. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I just listens to a person's conversation and the things that they deem to listen to their morals, listen to
Yeah,
their values, and it'll
yeah,
let you know if you know you and understand you. You will know. You don't suit.
yeah. Yeah, including with wisdom too. Wisdom will quicken you.
Yeah,
Wisdom and understand. Yeah, it will quicken you because you, even how your spouse treat their own parents. Kind of going back to that, like or how they speak of their parents. Like if they have a disagreement with their parents, are they quick to like dismiss them and talk bad about them, or or
I'm
do they? Yeah,
out of there. I definitely pay attention to how a man treat his mama.
yeah.
What? That's the vajayjay you came out of,
Out
bruh.
of yeah,
And if
yeah.
you will do them like that,
I
you
know
would
I ain't
be
know.
like that. And I
Yeah,
don't even care if your mama was the worst parent in the world and did the worst things in the world. Am I discrediting what she did? Am I belittling what happened to you? No. But that still does not give you a right to be
mm,
disrespectful and be belligerent with your parent. That lets me know that's character.
yeah,
That's character.
yeah.
In my book, just leave her alone.
Right.
Leave her alone. Don't deal with
Yeah,
it. The relationship is toxic.
right. Y'all
But at
not
the end of the
compatible.
day, still respect. your mother, that just the fact that you're a mother and you deem that within your morals and your values, it's that's a no. I will not talk to my mom like that, even though she wasn't the greatest mom.
Yeah.
I'll just distance myself. That
Yeah.
speaks volumes about you. You
Yeah.
let me know something very valuable about you.
Right.
But you think just because she did whatever that she did, that gives you
You the
the
right.
green card and the
Yeah.
vote that you could talk to her crazy? No, because guess what? If I do anything to you to offend you,
Right. You know
first of
how he
all,
gonna play it out.
you need to heal. Now let's get into that
Yeah.
to where you can just leave her alone. So that
Right.
means you're still broken and messed up,
Right.
and you gonna bleed, and then you might have women issues. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because your mom is the first, and she did. You probably don't
Yeah.
trust women.
Women.
Probably
Right.
women. You got all this. See, that's why I say it. We gotta know what we're looking
Yeah.
for, and things like that. And I was thinking about that. You got women and men that will sit up and you will watch them disrespect somebody else and talk to somebody else crazy and out they rabbit mind. You hear me? And you will be sitting there and you will be high fiving it, in agreement with it, okaying it, validating it, and thinking it's okay. Well, me, I'm sitting there like I'm not gonna say a thing. Cause like I said, I don't dispute, I don't convince, I just watch and pay attention. Now, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you, but I won't say a thing. But do you know that's a strike? Because I don't care what they did. That's character. I look at how people respond to hard situations.
Yeah.
So that means that if we get into a hard situation, you're going to treat me as such too.
Right.
Because that's your
Cause it's
character.
character. Right.
That's
That's
how you deal. That's how you
yeah.
cope. So no,
Yeah.
sir. No, sir. I won't sit back and high five that. I won't sit back and okay that and validate that how you treating somebody. I look at how you treat the homeless.
Not for
You know what I'm
real.
saying? It's things we got to look for that's deeper than these shallow things when it comes down to talking about what makes us compatible with people.
Yeah.
I don't play. I had I ain't gonna say an argument, but me and this gentleman, I thought about this early this morning or last night, and me and the gentleman was talking, and we got on relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and him was talking, and I was telling him, you know what I'm saying, when it come to men and dating men, that it don't take me long. You know what I'm saying? It don't take me long at all to just identify, right? And so he's
Mm-hmm.
like, what you mean by that? I'm like, because it don't take a person long to understand if a person is for them or not. Or I'm not even gonna say for you. So let's take that out. But if we shall continue to proceed in dating,
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it like that, okay? Because it takes time to know if people, and that's another thing when it comes to compatibility, it takes time. Everything
Yeah.
not still
Y'all
in
gotta go through some things.
right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, some things, but to like you said, the like communication, like just listen to their conversation, stuff like that. And ask the good right questions. Like
Yeah,
I feel like if you ask the right question, it'll eliminate a lot of
a
figuring
lot
it out.
wasting time. And I told him,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you know what? Because when I date a man, you know, and then especially the age that I'm at, who
Oh, you
tend to
know.
sit around and play with you, you big old grown man. And
Right.
I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Period. I'm not doing that. We too grown. We definitely too grown for that. So
Mm.
I told him, I'm like, it's just about the right questions. You sitting here, you wasting time, googling and gaga in this person's face, and yeah, they cute. Yeah, you attracted to them and all that. That's beautiful. That's just the beginning of the
Right.
process. But we got to move forward, right?
Right.
So like, it's just about asking the right questions. He's like, what's the right question? So I just gave him some example of questions that if I'm dating someone, it's only a matter of time for I'm finna begin to start asking these questions. So he was telling me, he was like, but who say they want to be with you? Who say, I'm like, what do they have to do with anything?
Hmm.
So he felt like asking certain kind of questions too early in dating was a problem. Now, don't get me wrong, off the bat, I'm not slow. The first date
Yeah,
we go on, I ain't finna get to oh and what you no.
yeah,
But
no,
neither am I finna give you months and days
yeah,
and
no.
years before I
Right.
start asking the right questions. After so long, we finna stop playing. We
No,
finna
for
stop
real.
asking all those little cute questions. Like what you deem to be this and what you know that cute stuff and yeah,
Yeah,
what you like to do.
that puppy
No.
love.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
right.
Google, yeah.
Yeah. No.
So then so
Go
then,
ahead.
so then I got a question then. So like, how long would you say then a marriage thing if you dealing with a guy? How long would you expect before y'all get married? Then based off
That's
what we
another
said.
topic. We're gonna do that next week. I don't even want to get in there. That's right.
Okay,
That's juice.
okay,
I don't even want to do that. No, we're gonna do that next week though. Cause boy, I'm
okay.
telling you I'm about to blow the scalps up off some people's head because that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah,
People gonna get offended, but it is
yeah,
what it is. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But the gentleman, he was real offended. He kept saying, who say he want to answer them questions? So you mean to tell me to ask a man why I see himself in 5 years? What plan does he have that I can't ask that man that? And
Right.
he talking about who says he want to tell you that? No, he don't want to tell me. Now I know he don't want to tell me because he ain't got no plan. Because what's so hard about that? Because if you ask me, I don't care if
Yeah,
you ask me on the first date.
yeah. I'm gonna
What do
let you
I see?
know.
I can answer you. I got
Yeah,
an answer because I thought about this.
right.
But see, when you dealing, see, and this is how you weed out mess and
Mm,
find out what's compatible with you and what's
yeah,
not compatible with you. Because I feel like at a certain age, you should be able to answer that. Or you
yeah,
playing with your
true.
own life. And guess what? I ain't finna play with you. You already exited out of this situation. Right. Nunu said true. Right. So you find that offensive to ask a man where you see yourself in 5 years? No,
Yeah, no,
brother,
that's shit.
you find that offensive because guess what? You ain't even started to begin to see yourself in
If I
past
heard.
the day. Like, stop playing. And that's okay. And I'm not, that's okay. But guess what?
Go back to the training grounds, like you said
There you
last week.
go.
Yeah,
That let me know that I don't even think you taking your own future serious. So how
right,
you gonna take my future serious? How could I entrust you with my future? How
right.
could I even entrust you that you can even help me and assist me in my future?
Yeah,
Even just
compliment
in
my
case we
future.
get past all the thing. We can't if you can't tell me where you see yourself, if you ain't got no plan, how you gonna
Mhm.
make a plan for us?
Right,
How you gonna
mm,
make provision for us and you don't even have a vision for yourself?
right. I'm trying to get to know you, and I'm trying to see your future. Yeah,
Right.
on the first day.
You
Yeah,
mean to tell me that it ain't even gotta be the first day. It don't have to be the first date. No, it don't have to be that. You ain't gotta jump off into that. But do
right.
you
Yeah, the
not
first day.
even
Yeah,
going past a month
yeah.
before I
Without
start
asking you some
asking you some serious questions?
questions. Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna waste my time and start getting this because most likely I like you.
Right.
So I'm not even gonna waste my time, my feelings, and my emotions even liking you, and you can't tell me a simple question like that after so many weeks.
You're right.
And that's the problem. That's why most people deem false compatibility as compatible because you still playing around asking these little bitty finite questions instead of really getting right.
Yeah,
It's like, so after so long, let us put down the milk and start eating on this meat.
right. Yeah.
Let's eat on this meat. Let's get to some serious stuff. Because why am I finna sit up and let you take up 3, 4 months? Time is precious.
No, for real.
And I'm finna let you take up 3 or 4 months of my life. And I can't ask you where you see yourself. I can't get into some serious questions.
Right,
I already have figured out you're not for me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And the gentleman was trying to say it like, well, you going too far. You're not going far enough. And
No, yeah.
I bet you, if you're in a relationship, I want to sit down and talk to you and your woman. Let me hear both sides. I bet you that it's toxic. It's
Yeah.
dysfunctional because what is it built off of?
Right. Exactly.
It's
Right.
built off the sand instead of putting it on a solid foundation.
Right.
Y'all probably argue all the time. Yeah, come on, like, and I'm telling you, I'm willing to bet my life on it. I'm willing to bet my life on it that a lot the relationships that don't know how to get down to the meat of things to figure out if you're compatible or not, it's toxic and dysfunctional. I bet you it is.
Yeah.
I bet you it is. Because a relationship consists of more than just talking about what's your favorite color
Right.
and what is your dream vacation.
Right.
And all these little, it's bigger than that. And
Right.
that's why a lot of relationships suffer. And then
Because
you
they
with
stay right there.
somebody 5, 6 years because you steady trying to make yourself compatible with them. And the end game
Mm.
is you see that girl, we ain't together no more. Yeah, because y'all wasn't compatible from the beginning.
Again, right from
Think
the jump.
about it. For real, the red flags be already there. You just gotta
Yeah.
get
Right.
there. Like I said, if you know what you're looking for, you know yourself to understand yourself and know what you are looking for. Baby, you could weed out. This is how you weed out foolishness quickly.
Yeah. This.
You weed it out quickly because who? Man, I'm not finna play with you. I'm not doing all that. Time too precious to be doing all that. You finna waste my time. I watch how a man do a lot of things. I just watch him be himself. And that let me
Mm.
know a lot. That's all you gotta do. Watch them be themselves. What you mean? But if you don't know what you looking for, you just looking at how cute they is. Oh, you know what? They bought me a meal. They gave me a shirt. And what? They bought me some flowers. Girl, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Baby, no, you better do better than that. You better figure out what you need and stop.
Right. Right.
It.
Can you provide? Can you? Yeah.
No,
That's
it ain't
it.
even just can you provide. How do you provide?
Right. Yeah. Nah, he can deep for. Yeah. It did.
It's cool. But this you will only see and tap into when you pay attention to yourself. You
Yeah.
gotta start with you. How can you know if something is compatible with you if you don't even know you?
You. Right.
Because then you will start building false compatibility off. Oh, we like the same car. We like the same color. We like eating at the same restaurant. But like, come on, how do they deal with conflict? How do they deal with problems? Are they good problem solvers? Do they run away from the problem? Well, you might be a person, let's communicate about the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You
To
talk
get a
to
solution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they might be runners. They don't. You got people, first of all, that don't even like conflict, and every time conflict arises, they run.
Mm-hmm.
But you are a person who addresses conflict boldly,
Mm-hmm.
no problem. You don't have a okay. So you mean to tell me you gonna be compatible? You mean to tell me y'all gonna make it without toxicity? No, seriously.
Right. You might make
Yeah,
it on your own. Right. But together, no. Or
yeah,
you're gonna be trying to force your partner, but then you gotta force it. Then evidently it's a problem right there. Cause why
that's,
you forcing it? How come it ain't going smoothly? Why you gotta keep having the same conversation, or
and that's
you
bad.
steady bumping your head at the same wall over and over when you can't just smoothly, convey. So
Right.
yeah,
Nunu say,
they be driven off physical, accept internet.
inner man, right. It's that inner man I'm looking for. Who are you? Who are
No,
you?
for
I
real.
need to know that. That's important to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about your physical. Yeah, that's the beginning. That's what allow me to give you the
Trying to
time,
tell you, yeah.
to give you the time because I'm physically attracted to you. That's a part, but baby, please, that's just the beginning.
You know, and people deem all of that. They let they body start talking. Oh, they so fine. And then everything start talking on your body like, yeah. And then after you done jumped in the bed with them. And then, you know, they was good in the bed. Oh, yeah, I know, boy. But baby, just hold on. Hold on.
till
And the
you
real
test.
finna come out. And
Yeah,
then the stuff you should have been paying attention to finna be the reasons that you constantly have problems and conflict.
conflicts. Yeah.
Finding out we not compatible.
And it's like nowadays, it's like they normalize it.
They
Like
do.
they normalize arguing.
They
Like
do.
they be like they be asking like, what if we get into an argument? Like they be their question now. Like, what happens when we get into an argument? Like
And then
what
people
they
tell
don't
you
turn
anything.
they don't
They
turn.
if you ready. That's why I call. That's why you ain't forget asking you. Watch your actions.
Mm,
In order to understand compatibility, you gotta watch actions, and that's why I say it don't take long.
oh,
People think, and you know, oh my God, Lord, I just don't know, cause where I'm at, baby, you will get exited out real quick, and it ain't cause I'm far from a hurt woman, broken woman. First of all, I'm a wiser one.
right.
It take long. I
Yeah.
mean, problem solving. You can see if a person has good problem solving
Just
just
off the
by
small
looking at how
stuff.
they solve problems.
Yeah.
Say for instance, they get a flat tire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. I mean, it's simple. Let's clock it. Let's clock it because it's the principle here. Let's clock this. Y'all always talking
Yeah.
about clock. Let's clock. Now, let's say they get a flat tire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This, this man or this woman then got a flat tire, right? A
Mm-hmm.
problem has occurred, right? Right?
Right.
Right. Okay, a problem has occurred. Just watch them.
That makes
Watch them
sense.
how they problem solve in this flat tire. If they get out of the car and they standing on the side of the road, like F, slapping their hat,
Mm-hmm.
throwing stuff, oh baby, no,
Pay attention. Yeah.
no, no, no. You got a temper. When
Right.
problems come, now I know that there's a big possibility that in the
Mm-hmm.
face of problems, you're going to throw a temper and you're going to become indignant over a problem because I don't care if it's a tire, it's still a problem. So
Right.
imagine if
But we
we have
go
a
through.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
You finna be cussing me out and talking to
Mm-hmm.
me loud and crazy and all. Oh, baby, no, you're not good at problem solving.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus watching that man or that woman, that problem occur, and they get out and they like, all right, I got this. Even if they don't have the tools, but they begin to start problem solving and being like, you know what? I'm finna walk right here and I'm finna see if I can do whatever. You know that.
Right.
Okay,
To solve the issue. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, okay,
And you're not
okay.
cussing and being indignant too. None of that.
Indignant about a flat tire, but people will say, oh, make up all the excuses.
Mm.
Oh, well, I understand. They were just mad because the tire flew. Okay, so what about when they get mad at you because you did something that didn't make them mad? What
Right.
shall they do? They're gonna treat you exactly like they treated that tire.
Because that's their character. Yeah.
Because that's how they problem solve in an indignant, belligerent way.
Right. Yeah. Mm.
And see, people may, Saviente, you're going too far. Okay, pay attention. Pay attention because what changes how they are addressing this problem with this tire from you? What? Because it's a tire and you a human? It's still a
You
person,
have it.
place, or thing. It's all a noun.
Right.
A person, place, or thing. But do that change their character when they get to a person? Oh, I ain't gonna treat you like that now because I'm talking to a person. No, baby. They're gonna treat you like that because they're temperamental. And
Right.
are not good at problem solving. When
Yeah.
problems occur, you can be assured that they will be triggered to start acting indignant and
Dignity. Yeah.
go to the restaurant and then let them get y'all food wrong. No, for real. I know it's funny, right?
Yeah. But pay attention today. You giving us some free game on this morning. Yeah.
But pay attention. And
Yeah.
then the server then brought back the food and the food wrong. Shit, just you think that because it's the food now and it's a server, they not temperamental. They're not gonna get in. It's a problem,
Right.
and they'll treat it the
That's how
same.
they
They'll be
respond to a
indignant
problem.
and loud and temperamental with the server.
Right.
Oh, what, you stupid? You couldn't see that I was supposed to get green beans instead of mashed potatoes? So you still go get your boss. I want to talk to your boss. I'm finna get you
Yeah.
fired. And
Pay attention. Yeah.
pay attention. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, little things. I don't play because my character is my character. And
Yeah.
the thing about it is, however I address a problem with a broken this, I'm gonna address that in the same matter with a broken that. With
Right.
something that, because it's in me. This is how I handle problems.
Right. That's how you respond to it.
That is how I
Yeah.
respond. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, it do not take long, but you gotta know what you're looking for, and
Right.
we gotta stop being so smitten by a person. And too, I thought about being tricked by people's words.
The gift the game.
The gift of gab. There you go, and you better pay attention to actions,
Actions.
because this will help you to identify a person. But you may think it, you hear me, you better pay attention. If somebody accidentally step on their shoe or weigh something, you just bump into somebody, you accidentally spill them, and hey, you stupid. You a stupid, ignorant motherfucker. You ain't see me standing. I'd have beat your, I'm telling you. And you mean to tell me that all of a sudden they gonna turn that off when another. No, real talk. I mean, and I would love now in a later time for people to really answer this, to really, really, really let me know. But I know I ain't tripping. I know
No.
I'm not tripping. It's
Yeah.
because it's character.
Yeah.
And character, you cannot, first of all, when it comes to character, it comes down and you want to change something, you had to first change the habits.
Yeah. You gotta deprogram and reprogram. Yeah.
And deprogram, it takes time.
Yeah. It do.
Real
It
talk.
really
So
does.
you mean to
Yeah.
tell me that they finna turn it off when it come to somebody else? No, no, sir, no, ma'am. They not. You just want to overlook it until they doing it to you, and now you finding out they're not compatible with you because that's
Right.
not you handle problems.
Right.
She say they can't cut that off. That's habit on how they respond. There you go. There you go. And you think when it come to you, what? Cause they love you? Oh no, baby. They don't matter. And they'll still come back around and manipulate you and tell y'all, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just upset.
Right. It's time making excuses for it.
But
And
no,
that's
but
how
you can
you.
listen to that. I was
Yeah.
just upset. I know. And that's how you deal with things when you upset.
Yeah. That's how you can tell when an apology ain't genuine.
Right.
Cause
But it ain't
you
just, but
make.
you wrong, period. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. You
And you
talking
finna
about
make it
just cause I'm
beautiful.
upset. Right. You trying to make it beautiful. You trying to beautify.
Yeah, and you trying to
Yeah.
gain a pass for this deal. You heard me? I was
Right.
upset. So, baby, because I was upset, that's the only reason I yelled at you like that. No, that's how you handle problems.
Problems.
I
Yeah.
conflict. That's in you. That's innate. That's
Yeah.
you. And see, I don't handle problems like that because when
So
it
we're
comes
not
to being a
compatible.
man, you're not raising your voice at me. I'm not tolerating it.
Yeah.
Period. And let me tell you, I had to work on it. I had to deprogram and reprogram. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, I come from somewhere. Don't play with me. I would. But who? That's not the type of environment I want with my man. Oh,
Yeah.
like, and that's why I say it don't take me long to identify things when it comes to a man that I'm dating.
Right.
No, I
Right.
would treat him with the utmost respect. There is no reason I need to be yelling at him. I don't care how upset I get. That's a problem because life is gonna make you upset.
Yeah, true.
And how you
True.
respond matters. And it's not just to him, it's just period. And just because he made me upset, they give me a right to start cussing him out and calling him names and saying all these indignant things to him. No, first of all, because now we're
Mhm.
tapping into another realm of now you're breaking your mate down and you're turning them
Right.
down and you're building it dysfunction. I will not live under those guidelines.
Yeah.
And I want a man that can control himself as well.
Right.
I make you upset. That don't mean that gives you a pass to start talking to me crazy and cussing
Crazy.
me out,
Yeah.
doing despiteful things and all that. Baby, you missed me a long time ago. I don't play like that.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm
for
saying? And
real.
I have dated men that I'm telling you, you bring something to them that they don't like. I watch and I pay attention on how they respond. I done had people to respond in ignorant ways. Guess what? I don't say another word to them. I just cut them off. What's to talk about? Because
Right.
you are letting me know how you handle problems or conflicts, or when somebody's bringing something to you that you don't like. This is how
That's
you
how
are
you gonna
handling
respond. Yeah.
it. And you won't handle me like that on no day. And
Yeah.
people say, "Oh, that's so little." You tripping off that little bitty thing. Yeah, it's the little bitty thing you ain't tripping off of. That's why you stuck in that what you think is compatible relationship that's really toxic and dysfunctional.
Yeah. Right.
For real. Real talk. How do that look? You got one person that when it comes to problems, they address it, they sit down, they handle it in a very
Mm-hmm.
reasonable way. Right. It's the principle. Right, Malisha? It's the principle. It's the principle above everything. And you got somebody that sit and they talk it out, and then how does that look? You got somebody else on the other end that's going off on you, cussing you out and getting loud and indignant. That's frustrating.
Yeah, they gonna look at each other like y'all together. Then they
Right.
gonna be like, that don't make sense. I don't look like
Right.
yeah, it don't add up. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
guess what? That's a problem that never get resolved because most likely the person that is not with all of that and doing all that, they'll most likely walk off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And be done with it. While I done seen it. And then other person still sitting there yelling down the street. Oh, you stupid, you ignorant. You just gonna walk off while yeah, they walk off because they don't deal like that. They don't cope like that. So
Yeah.
imagine how shall they be profitable in a relationship? They will forever live with problems in their relationship because there's a barrier in the problem solving department. You
Exactly.
loud, indignant, and ignorant, and then you got this person who knows how to sit down and calmly, will respectably address problems.
Right.
How shall that mesh? It
It's
can't.
not.
It,
Yeah, it's like foolish wisdom. Like when they say,
right.
don't catch your bye. Bye bye.
What you
Yeah.
say? That's like foolishness and wisdom trying
Wisdom.
to
Yeah.
reside in the same place. It
Yeah, it's
can't.
not gonna happen. Yeah.
It's like
It's
light
not.
and darkness. I've never
Hmm.
seen darkness continue to sit in the room once light comes.
Matter of fact, the Bible say that it comprehends it not.
It,
So
you
it
heard me. Now, what do comprehend mean?
should
Understanding.
understand it. Right, it don't understand it. It's ignorant to it.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. So right there's a barrier. That means
Mm-hmm.
that in their relationship, it'll forever have undertone and underlying problems that'll never get resolved, that will keep resurfacing and causing arguments. And so now this is how people live. They in a toxic cycle.
Right.
Cycling, 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 cycling. But we still together. What?
Coexist.
Coexist.
Right.
There you
With a
go.
whole lot of problems and
What
conflicts.
you
Yeah.
can't take this up. Now, I
Yeah.
dare somebody hop on here and tell me it's a lie what we saying.
No,
Tell
it's
me
not.
it's a lie. And if it cuts you, get out of it. I don't care
Train.
how much you
Go back
love
to
it.
the training. Yeah.
I don't care. You got to deprogram and reprogram. That's not
Yeah.
love. That's toxicity. And this
Yeah.
is what people on today normalizes. They normalizes that.
Yeah.
And you go build a whole family with this incompatible person, and then y'all have incompatible children, and then I mean, and
The generation, yeah,
it just keeps
generational curses.
going.
Yeah, it
And then
becomes generational.
got children. You
Right.
teach.
Now they copying your behaviors.
There you go. And then go find they'll find somebody like you and can't even identify somebody like y'all, or somebody like you, and can't even identify that this is really dysfunctional. We're really
And
not
generation.
compatible,
Yeah.
but they are deem it compatible because this is what they saying.
Right.
So we are compatible. He just yells or she just yells and I don't. That's all right, but we're compatible though. He cusses me out and I don't, but we're compatible. No. And I'm real big on communication. You can't cuss
Yeah.
me out, brother man from another land. Who? I'm real big.
Yeah.
You cannot be dismissive towards me. I'm real big on that. Communication is everything.
Yeah.
If we can't communicate, and I'm not the one that's going to be sitting up here yelling at you and screaming at you. And oh no, Jesus. Oh, how Lord. No. I'm
Nah,
serious.
that ain't my portion
Hey,
either.
why was I finna say that? That
Yeah, that's not my portion
ain't
either.
I'm not playing.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've done it. I've done
Yeah.
it. I've done it.
I'm really still stuck on what you said though earlier, and it make a whole lot of sense, and it just keep resurfacing when you say know you first. Once you get to know you first, and you know what you're looking for, then it is you'll know
Yeah,
what's compatible to you,
to
and that's
you.
and then especially when you just mentioned about like when they have kids and stuff, and like how generational curses come upon because the kids they be raised and then they
This
teach their kids the same things, but they don't realize that it's a generational curse that's been placed right there. It's a root. It's been rooted,
yeah,
10 generations ago. So it's like why knowing yourself is important. Why
it is,
deprogramming,
baby.
reprogram is
I love,
important.
you hear me? I love me, and one thing I know, I'm telling you, when it comes to me and my man, baby, I'm telling you, no, when people see us, they're gonna be shocked because they gonna be like, my God, I never seen a love like this, and it's not
Hmm,
fake, it's
right.
genuine.
It's
But and
authentic.
that's the thing, like, compatibility has to be intentional.
Mhm.
You can't just be throwing pieces together. Go back to the beginning, talking about that.
Yeah, about the car
You
and the
can't just
pieces.
cause I don't care. I got a radiator in my car, but if this radiator breaks, I can't just go snatch the radiator out the Camaro and put it in here.
Right. It gotta be
I
compatible.
don't care, even though it's a radiator,
Yeah.
but it's not
Yeah.
compatible.
Right.
It's not gonna fit. It's not gonna work properly.
Right.
So compatibility is intentional.
Right.
You have to be intentional. Who, baby? When they see us, they gonna believe. They gonna be like, man, they lying. They just act like this outside, not knowing this our lifestyle.
Mm.
He's my king. I will never disrespect him like that. I will never talk to him crazy. Do none of that. None of that. But see, you gotta be with somebody compatible that can make room for that. For me
Right.
to be, I gotta be with somebody compatible that understands that I'm your respecting and honoring you is my top priority.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So guess
Right.
what? He has to create the environment. He has to be compatible with me
Yeah.
so I can continue in that.
So y'all can create.
This is this
Yeah.
beauty. Now, if you
Yeah.
sit here hollering and screaming, I ain't gonna lie, ain't no punk on no day. I'm a
Exactly.
whole G. If you think that you finna sit up here and be cussing me out and talking to me crazy, and you think, first of all, bad company corrupts good character. I ain't even sticking
Yeah.
around there because if I do, you gonna make that
You
old
gonna
man
turn
jump out
me
the
up.
bed.
Yeah. You finna, yeah, now I'm finna cut
Finna
up.
take that old man, and then I'm finna
Yeah.
be out here, and we all finna be turned up.
Yeah.
No, and see, that's why I say you gotta know yourself.
Yeah.
I need
Ain't
a
know
man.
what you will go for, will not go for.
There you
Cause
go.
why
There you
would you?
go.
They ain't nah, and that's crazy too. And it made me think like about like a reprobated mindset too. Like going back to back when you used to do Bible study, and we was talking about like a reprobated mind when you like go against what you already know, trespassing against what you already know. If you already know like this is what makes you upset, or this is what triggers you in this aspect,
Why
you already know.
tap
It's
into
like, why would
like
you,
with the devil?
yeah, why would you place yourself in their environment or their situation? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah,
I ain't going. When I tell you I ain't going, I ain't going. So
oh, no,
compatibility
damn.
is very important to know yourself. I would
Yeah,
urge everybody on today, know you, understand you, find you. You know, understand what suits you and what doesn't suit you. And not for
yeah,
your right now. Understand the fullness of you so you could be able to identify with what not only complements your right now, but it
yeah,
complements your future as well. But you got
yeah,
to you because it go back to that saying, the man that stands for nothing, he falls for anything. If
Ex-
you don't know nothing about you, you will fall for anything. Anything
yeah.
somebody offer you, you will deem it to be compatible with you because really you don't know you. Yeah, but and not understand that we're not compatible. We just have the same interests.
And some people not even compatible with themselves. That's what that made me think of. Cause it's like you settling like, okay, that person who may not know how to deal with conflict or confrontation in a healthy way, or who may run away from it, you cause a conflict and problem with your own self because if you run away from problems, you have a problem within yourself. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Because you not at ease with yourself, your spirit all vexed and stuff like that. So it's like first you gotta put yourself in a place where you are compatible with yourself, going back to knowing yourself. Cause if
yeah.
you're not compatible with yourself, how you gonna be compatible with your partner?
Everybody else,
Yeah.
and and
With
and
anybody else,
it,
yeah.
that make me think like until you find the real you, you're living a fake you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and that's real because I had to find the real me. Now, I was not ever fake, but it was a
Yeah.
lot of toxic things due to my environment and many
Yeah.
other things, wrong thinking, wrong precepts, that it was causing a blocking the realness of me and causing me to live a fake essence of me. But where I'm at now, baby, I know the real me, and that's why I'm
Right.
playing, and that's why it don't take long. You're not wasting my time. You're not
Yeah.
on my time. I will put you off my time very quickly. Very. I don't even give people the opportunity, and I want to encourage somebody else today. You got people that run around, men and women, and you trying to let people give them the opportunity to decide if they need to get off your time or not. No,
Going
you
back to
put
potentials. Yeah.
I put people off my time. I don't have time to waste.
So waiting
Especially
on
when it
you.
comes to
Yeah.
my heart, my life,
Your peace.
everything. You
Yeah.
get on it. Do
Your
not
mental stability. Yeah. Your capacity. Yeah.
all of that. I do not play. And
Yeah.
lately where I been, men may look and they may be like, you do too much. No, baby, I don't do too much. And what I don't do is care to spend the time telling you what you doing. Because 9 times
Yeah.
out of 10, you know what you doing. And then I'm not
Yeah.
going to tell you what you doing because that's you. And I'm going to
Right.
let you be you, but you're not compatible with me.
Right.
That's a
Wow.
conflict of interest.
She said, "Cause
That's
that's you,
going to
and I'm
cause
gonna let you be
problems
you."
between us.
Yeah.
I'm no longer in the business of changing people, men,
Strive
women, none of that. I just peep,
and move
I think,
accordingly.
and then I move accordingly. I don't play like that. My time is valuable. I'm valuable. My life is valuable. What I bring is valuable, and I will not let anyone play around with it. Where I'm at today, anyone, I don't care how fine, how much money you got, your cars, your clothes, because none of that move me, because I get that on my own anyway. You got to bring
Mm-hmm.
something that's valuable to the table,
To the
baby.
table. Yeah.
And it's called
Yeah.
compatibility. We need to
Yeah.
be on that same wavelength.
Equally yoked.
And like my Alicia said, I'm talking about that inner man. Who
Yeah.
are
Right.
with all this outer stuff, baby, it's fading. And it
Mm-hmm.
ain't even about how you look, because even the Bible tells you that beauty is fleeting. You
Right.
admit you might be fine right now, but live about 10, 15 more years, some stuff gonna start sagging, you gonna lose some hair probably and some
Mm-hmm.
more. Baby, you gotta be able to hold my attention by who you are.
Mm.
Baby, not what you
Exactly.
say. That don't make me you
Exactly.
compatible with me. I don't care nothing about that. Baby. I need to know who are you.
Right.
What make could I rely on you? Or you a stand up guy? You honest? You got integrity? Or you loyal? Like, come on, for real. And all these things, it don't take long to see when you dealing with people. I don't have to even give a man a month to know if you're compatible with me or not.
Right.
I listen to your conversation. I just watch and I pay attention.
Yeah.
I don't need all of that. No, because I know who I am. I know what I need. And I also know the kind of man I need.
Right. To compliment.
Right.
Yeah.
John say, peace better. There you go. And it is.
Hmm.
Baby.
On
And
every
I
day.
had a man to tell me, hey, it's funny though. It's funny. And I'm like, you broke it. You know, to tell me, oh, you alone because I didn't know, baby, I'm alone because I don't settle for the BS. I'm
Right.
like I
Mm.
used to be. Because I can go out here and find anybody or somebody that I think cute, got money, cars, and all this and be with.
That you can coexist with. Yeah.
Right. I tell you, I love how you keep bringing up coexist. You heard?
Yeah.
Because that's what we
Yeah.
gonna do.
Right.
I go find that. People find it all the time. People to just coexist with. No, baby, I need somebody to match.
Right. Compatibility. Right.
Ah, we
Yeah.
equally yoked. We
Yo.
on the
Yeah.
same wavelength. That's
Yeah.
that's something different right there.
Yeah.
So many
Even
people find
relating.
people they can coexist with. Tay.
Yeah. Even relating back to the scriptures. God, He not just coexisting with just anybody. He looking for compatibility.
Yeah,
He looking for a certain type of go back to requirement and go back to standards. When we
yeah.
used to have conversations about how don't just settle but have standards.
You
Like
go. You settle
yeah,
for you stand for nothing.
you fall for anything.
You'll fall for anything, and most people are falling for anything because they stand for nothing, and that nothing. So, in order to fill that nothing void, start learning, beginning to learn you, know you, know you. You got people out here that for real are very strong minded, strong willed people, and you messing around with women and men that are weak minded.
Right.
You don't need that.
Easily tries to
Did you hear what
turn
I
from.
said? You don't need
Need
that.
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 Yeah.
Because you'll walk all over them. You'll run all over them.
Right.
You need somebody that got that same will, that same energy as you, that don't mind telling you and standing in your face and saying you are wrong. I want a man that'll tell me, girl, you wrong. Okay? Now look, you need to get that together. Now I want you to go sit in that corner. I need you to think about that and get that together. I need that. I don't need no weak-minded man.
Accountability partner.
Well,
Yeah.
I need a
Yeah.
partner that will keep me accountable. And first of all, and then if for a man that is not able to keep me accountable, that even speaks more about his character.
Mm.
If so, that means that you will tell me I'm right when I'm wrong, and now you're enabling me, and now you're a danger to me. See, but we don't look
Mm.
at things these days.
Nah, for
So I'm saying,
real.
'cause I'm a very strong-minded and strong-willed woman. You know, and not in a bad way, not in a way to where it's like combative and I want to fight against and all that, but I don't easily, you not finna, you can't just tell me anything to go along with.
Anything. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think for myself. I have my own mind. I do not play. I'm not just a puppy lap, just run up behind. No, no. So I need a man to tell me, like, girl, you tripping. Nah,
Right.
you stop now. You went too far for what you're doing. You're wrong for what you did. And even in that, he got to come still in a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I need a man that could tell me that. Like, baby, go ahead. So, man, my throat. But yeah, so it's a must that I have that. So to each his own, you got to know you. And I feel like most times when you see strong-minded people and they with weak-minded people, it's an agenda.
Mm.
Real talk. You winning intentionally.
Got a weak
Yeah,
minded person. Yeah. To
because you
easily
don't want
manipulate.
to challenge you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's they
You don't
easily to
think so.
manipulate.
Right, there you go. So your motives is all wrong. It's all off.
Right.
Like for real, I ain't finna go find no weak man. I don't want that.
Right.
I mean, and if he weak minded and me, it's just I don't want that period for many reasons.
Yeah.
Many of it, how you gonna be a leader and you weak minded? No, we
Right.
see this is
Yeah. Or
things that
an entrepreneur. Yeah.
we have. We need to be thinking about.
Yeah.
But to know me and to know you is to understand what makes something compatible with you.
Right.
Yeah, so uh we're approaching upon our time. I don't know, Tay, you got something else to add to it because this is a good topic.
Yeah. It really is. It really is. And not for real. Really, I ain't gonna lie. Every time we do this podcast together, or anytime we really be talking, on and off camera, it's like a mirror. It really just had me examining myself, and it just had me like just standing just like having me just look in the mirror, like and just seeing my own flaws, and see how I can become better. So I enjoy these
I do
podcasts.
too. I do.
I enjoy it. And I feel like the people that's watching this, man, please take advantage of this, especially I know there's some young people my age, watching this, and I feel like you really helping us out. Like you really giving us the game, and we young, like this is our prime, like well, I'm 20, no, I'm gonna be 22, so it's like so it's like we in our prime, we in our peak, so it's like if we take everything you telling us right now, it's like we can save ourselves
Yeah,
heartbreak because it be people who's 30, 40, 50 years old, still trying to figure it out, still trying to, look for their compatible person where we can apply what you're telling us now, what I'm saying, and
but
run
I
with it and apply it.
it's like what they call it at Six Flags. What's that pass? Flash pass.
Mm,
That's what it's like. It's like the flash pass. Now you got the Six Flags pass that get you in there.
mm-hmm,
That's good. You in the park. But you got that flash pass, and that pass, you could be on the ride with a line wrap all the way around the ride and go out into the sidewalk on the
mm,
Six Flags Park. But you got that flash pass, baby. You show that flash pass, it push you to the front of the line. That's
yeah,
what it's like.
man.
It's like
She said we apply what we learn now to avoid those things. Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
Leisha. So it's like, for real, you get that flash pass. Like,
yeah,
because I don't lie, these are things I wish somebody taught me. Like really like I had somebody to teach me this. But
yeah,
I mean, God did, real talk, seriously. And being married 12 years taught me it taught me a lot. It really did with God.
mm-hmm,
God forbid, I can't give homage to nobody. I ain't went to no seminar. I ain't went to no school. I ain't went to none of that. And I know what I'm talking about is
right,
true. I don't need nobody to come and say, that's a true or that's a lie. I know it is true. It was
mm,
God. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I pass it on and pass it on because guess what? Man, it would eliminate so many broken homes.
yeah,
It would eliminate so much trial and error to just apply it. Like you say, get that
yeah.
flash pass, baby. Like bow. There you go. Get to the front line.
In front of the
Right?
line, right?
There you go.
Yeah,
You ain't gotta do all that going through you know, so
heartbreaks, all of
taking
it.
so I will encourage from the young to the old.
Yeah,
Learn those steps. I mean, cause I was young and went through, but guess what? I had to sit down and for real learn myself.
yeah.
I had to really examine myself.
And
You know,
deprogram and reprogram.
go.
Break down old habits and build some new ones. Yeah,
I had to do the hard work, but I'm so glad, and that's why I say now, please don't come to me sideways, cause you're gonna be riding on them two right on by yourself, cause I'm not going.
yeah. I ain't going. That's not my portion.
He not. Tell her gone. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Girl, be quiet. Come on.
I'm so sorry.
Girl, bro, you going in the house. Come on, come on. Cause you finna make me mad.
That
Let her
is
go in. Let her go
funny.
in. Let her go in.
Hey,
I'm sorry, y'all.
that
But yeah.
was funny. If you would have saw his face, so Lord, please forgive me. That really was funny though. But
I was sure
I
trying to see who she was barking at, but I ain't.
keep
Yeah,
it. But yeah, though. So you know what I'm saying. I pray that anybody, whether you seeing it now or you catch it later, go ahead and do the hard work. You hear me? Learn you,
yes.
learn you, and learn the real you. You know, like that song.
Yes.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand?
Stand up. Yeah,
Baby,
please stand
I
up.
want
Please
you to
stand up.
find the real Slim Shady in you to
Man.
go stand up and define you.
Yes.
Define you. You know, it's going to take all of that. Find out what makes you to know you're a compatible person when they come. And
Yeah.
another thing about compatibility, it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just think because somebody has the same interests as you
Mm-hmm.
that they are compatible with you. No, compatibility really goes down into defining our interests and how we go about using them, doing it, actions
Right.
of that.
Yeah.
When you get into that, then you'll find out if you're compatible with somebody. Just because they got $1 million and you got $1 million, no, y'all just only have an interest of y'all life making money.
Right.
And y'all both done made $1 million.
Right.
Now, you have to get into what you do with that million.
Yeah.
How you got to get into the hard questions, the technicals. That's what I call them, the technicals. Once you figure the interests out, now get into the technicals to find if we had the same interest. If not, leave it alone. But compatibility takes time, so don't be so quick to think. Just because you like cheesy popcorn, I like cheesy. Oh, we were made for each other. No, no,
No, for real. They be thinking they
not that.
soulmates off the shadow things, man.
Yeah, it does not
Hey,
make you compatible. So I'm encouraging everybody, learn you first.
yes.
That first. Really identify, really put an identity to you. And it's more than your looks. Like Malik said earlier, in a man, put an identity to you. So when you put an identity to you,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be easier for you to put that identity next to the next person to see, are we on that same wavelength?
Yeah.
Are we even with each other? Do
Here
we
we
look
go.
like you said earlier, one body, one mind?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, so
Yeah.
I'm encouraging and people that's in relationships that or you are getting into a relationship and you thinking that this man or woman is for you because y'all have the same interest. What did Mama Odie say? You gotta dig a little deeper. Yeah, that was on Princess and the Frog. You gotta dig a little deeper. No, baby, everything is not what it seems on the shallow surface. You have to go a little deeper to find out what really is and what really ain't. So, and people who have been in relationships and you know you're incompatible. I don't
Yeah.
care if you've been in for 10, 15, 20 years and you know you incompatible. Now y'all to the point y'all sleeping in different rooms and doing all kind of stuff and y'all mess. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Go connect with your compatible. Find
Right.
get or wait or whatever your compatible person. Because when you
Yeah.
you're a compatible person, there's a peace there.
No,
There's
for
a
real.
unity
It is.
and it makes love deeper.
And then too, it just made me think, cause I was just sitting here thinking like back when I had said No, first you got to be compatible with yourself before you become compatible with others. It made me think about how in the scriptures it says, like, you and your partner become one. When you leave your parents, you cleave to the other. So it is the same thing, because if you and your partner are supposed to be one, you is supposed to be compatible with yourself.
Because that means that your arm fit, my arm can fit just like your arm, yours can fit like mine. So yes,
Yeah,
yes, we look alike. We
yeah, exactly.
say it's like smoothly being able to intertwine
Yeah.
without blades and all that.
Merge into one perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm encouraging everybody. Look, don't settle.
Yeah.
Learn you,
Mm.
understand you, and when you understand you, it'll make it just that much easier to understand what's compatible with you. It'll make it easy for you to be able to identify what's compatible with you and what's not. So
Mm. Right.
until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, I love
Oh,
this. I love this. I be having fun. This
yeah, it
is
is.
This is my yellow. That. See it out. But until the next time, y'all have a good day, a good evening, and a good week. I thank y'all for tuning into the Journey's Real podcast. And I love when y'all come connect with us with feet that's been places.
Places, yeah.
So until the
Yeah.
peace. And y'all have a beautiful day.
So long.
Shalom! That's it.
Y'all have a good day. You too. Y'all have a good day as well. But yeah.